Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Deep Dive Knowledge Talk. What were the key challenges identified in evaluating large language models, LLMs, according to your research?
The key challenge identified in evaluating large language models, LLMs, according to the research, is the wide variety of performance metrics used across different studies and leaderboards. This makes it difficult to compare and assess LLMs consistently. Each metric focuses on a specific aspect of the model's performance, leading to a fragmented evaluation landscape. Additionally, some metrics have submetrics that further complicate the assessment process, making it challenging to establish a single standardized metric for LLM evaluation.
How did the research categorize the performance metrics used for evaluating large language models, LLMs? Can you provide some insights into the different categories mentioned in the study?
According to the research, there are three main categories of performance metrics used for evaluating large language models, LLMs. 1. General knowledge benchmarks. These metrics assess how generally knowledgeable an LLM is across a broad range of topics. They are commonly used as a go-to metric to demonstrate the performance of the model in different areas. 2. Submetrics. These are variations of the original performance metrics that calculate the metrics slightly differently. They provide a more detailed analysis of specific aspects of the LLM's performance. 3. LLM leaderboards. This category does not consist of tangible metrics, but includes rankings and comparisons of LLM performance in specific domains. While not a traditional metric, leaderboards are used to understand how different models perform relative to each other in specific tasks or challenges.
Could you provide some examples of popular benchmarks or metrics within each of the categories mentioned in the study, such as general knowledge benchmarks, logical reasoning benchmarks, and coding benchmarks? It would be interesting to understand the specific metrics that fall under each category.
Some examples of popular benchmarks or metrics within the categories mentioned in the study are: 1. General knowledge benchmarks. MMLU, Massive Multitask Language Understanding. It assesses an LLM's performance in answering questions across 57 different domains, including STEM, humanities, and social sciences. These questions range from general topics to more specialized or complex ones, such as ethical implications. 2. Submetrics. Logical reasoning benchmarks. These metrics evaluate an LLM's ability to logically deduce answers and solve problems based on the information provided. Coding benchmarks. These benchmarks test how well an LLM can understand and generate code snippets to perform specific tasks. Homogeneity, similarity scores. These scores measure how consistent an LLM's responses are within a given context. Standardized tests. Metrics that gauge an LLM's performance on standardized tests commonly used in language understanding evaluations. 3. LLM leaderboards. Hugging Face Open LLM Leaderboard. This leaderboard focuses on open source LLMs and is known for driving advancements in the NLP community. It does not include closed source models like OpenAI's GPT-4 or Anthropic's Claude.
What potential risks were mentioned in the study regarding running LLM-generated code in coding benchmarks? It would be insightful to understand the implications and challenges associated with using large language models in coding assessments.
The study mentions that there are potential risks when running LLM-generated code in coding benchmarks. One of the main risks highlighted is the possibility of the LLM generating malicious code. This means that if the LLM goes haywire, it could output code that could harm your computer. To mitigate this risk, the study suggests running the code on an air-gapped computer, which is a computer that is physically isolated from unsecured networks like the internet. This way, even if the code turns out to be malicious, it won't be able to spread to other devices or networks.
How does the study emphasize the importance of selecting the right performance metric for specific use cases when evaluating large language models, LLMs? It would be interesting to explore why choosing the appropriate metric is crucial for accurate evaluation and comparison of LLMs.
Selecting the right performance metric is crucial for evaluating large language models, LLMs, because different metrics focus on different aspects of the model's performance. Imagine you have a toolbox with different tools like a hammer, a screwdriver, and a wrench. Each tool is designed for a specific task. just like how each performance metric is designed to measure a specific aspect of an LLM's capabilities. If you use the wrong tool for a job, like trying to hammer in a nail with a screwdriver, you won't get the desired result. Similarly, if you use an inappropriate metric to evaluate an LLM, you may not get an accurate assessment of its performance. This can lead to misleading conclusions about how well the model actually performs. By selecting the right performance metric that aligns with the specific task or domain you want to evaluate, you can ensure a more accurate and meaningful evaluation of the LLM. This allows for fair comparisons between different models and provides valuable insights into their strengths and weaknesses. Just like using the right tool for the job makes the task easier and more effective, choosing the right performance metric for an LLM evaluation ensures a more precise and insightful assessment.
How does the study suggest addressing the fragmented evaluation landscape caused by the wide variety of performance metrics used for large language models, LLMs? It would be interesting to understand the proposed solutions or strategies to navigate this complexity and facilitate more standardized evaluations in the field.
The study suggests that due to the fragmented evaluation landscape caused by the wide variety of performance metrics used for large language models, LLMs, it is challenging to have a single go-to metric for assessing LLM performance. Therefore, one solution or strategy proposed is to utilize multiple performance metrics that focus on different domains to gain a comprehensive understanding of an LLM's capabilities. This approach allows for a more nuanced evaluation that considers various aspects of the model's performance across different tasks. By using a combination of metrics, researchers and practitioners can better assess the strengths and weaknesses of an LLM in specific applications.